The last question from your handout is 2008. Describe the basic principle of operation of an ultrasonic generator when used to produce ultrasound. So you have your piezoelectric crystal, and it's connected to an alternating supply. And then the frequency is adjusted so the crystal resonates. And when it resonates, it produces an ultrasonic wave. I'm just going to write in here, it changes shape, because when it resonates it obviously moves. So it changes shape. There's a distinct difference between the information that can be obtained from an ultrasound A scan and a B scan. State the difference. So with an A scan, it gives you a measurement of depth. Whereas with a B scan, provides a picture. Describe briefly how X-rays are produced. So again, we've had this question before. Electrons are accelerated across an evacuated tube. They hit a rotating anode. And then this sudden deceleration causes electrons to lose energy. And this energy is given out, or this energy has a wavelength in the X-ray part of the electromagnetic spectrum. In what way does a conventional X-ray image differ from the image produced by X-ray tomography? And just what is it? If you were to look at the two of them, what would you see? So with a traditional X-ray, you would just see a 2D image on photographic film. But with a CT scan, you would see a slice or cross section, and then which could be built up. To a 3D cross section. Both ultrasound B scans and CT scans are widely used in medical diagnosis. Compare briefly the two types of imaging. In your answer, you should refer to similarities and differences in the basic techniques used, advantages and disadvantages of each method. You've only got 4 marks there and you haven't got very much space, and quality for written communication. So I'm just going to list them here. The similarities, they both produce cross sections. And use computers to interpret the image. That's a similarity. A difference. The CT scan measures, now this is coming from the mark scheme, it's not maybe something I would have written myself, but the CT scan measures the intensity. Ultrasound measures reflected intensity. A different one's CT can image bone. Ultrasound cannot pass through bone or go beyond bone. Right, then advantages. With ultrasound, you've no radiation risk. CT is a large radiation risk. So whenever you're saying all these things, make sure that you mention one and you mention the other when you're trying to get your marks there. CT can do the entire body, bones and all, but ultrasound is really only good for your abdomen region, and the problem is, of course, your ribs and all your big bones. And there's no other soft part of the body which ultrasound can be used on. It's really that abdomen region. Once the sound starts hitting the bone, it can't travel on through. And then disadvantages is that ultrasound can't see through bone, cannot image bone or beyond it. And then X-ray can, or CT scan I should say, can, CT can. So the CT scan can. And CT then is much more expensive. Ultrasound is relatively cheap. And of course the biggest disadvantage with CT scan really is that CT scan has damaging radiation effects. And ultrasound is none. So you could choose any one of those, any of those similarities or differences. Just one is absolutely fine. So you could have that or that. For the difference, there's 3 or 4 there. Advantages, you've got 2 advantages there, and for the disadvantages, there's actually 3 there. And again, it should be written in a paragraph so that you get a quality of written communication mark. And that's the end of your medical physics, medical imaging past paper solutions. Thank you.